My name's Sarah Freeman. I was a torchbearer in Leeds on Hare Hills Lane. I work for Jamie Oliver's Ministry of Food in Leeds, and I was nominated through the work scheme to be a torchbearer. My boss nominated me through the work that I'd done there. We sort of teach people how to cook healthy meals and work with lots of people in the community. Ministry of Food is part of the Jamie Oliver Better Food Foundation, so it's the sort of charitable side of his organisation. About 6 or 7 centres in the UK, and it's teaching people how to cook healthy meals, people from all sorts of walks of life, from children right up to retired people. And it's just giving people the confidence to cook for themselves. And it's about an 8-week course. People come along, learn to cook different dishes and hopefully improve their health and diet and cook nice food for family and friends. So I'm was one of the cook trainers there, and now I work going around the different centres doing training. When I found out I was nominated, I actually got a phone call. I was in the middle of helping my mother move house. Quite a few people through the Jamie Oliver Foundation were nominated, so then they had a sort of an internal selection process. So I didn't know I'd been nominated initially, so I was really surprised and pleased, but then it was a bit of a rush thing to get the form signed and so on. So yeah, I was really thrilled to be nominated. I don't think I expected the response from the nation that we got. I'd seen it before it came to Leeds. I've been following a bit on the news and so on, and it seemed still quite exciting but a bit remote. When we got to the briefing on the day, then suddenly it became a bit more real. About 10 or 12 of us that got on the coach, and from that moment onwards it was absolutely incredible feeling. We set off in Headingley, and the crowds, I've never seen such a huge amount of people. There was 10 deep in certain areas, really buzzy atmosphere. It was a lovely sunny day and masses of people around, and we were waving like mad from the coach. It was my little moment of feeling like a celebrity, I think, and I've never experienced anything like it. And I had this insane grin on my face the whole time and waving manically, and everyone was waving back, and it was just amazing, really lovely feeling. So nice to be part of it, and everybody in the community was out, young and old, and it was really just a very special time. We were all quite surprised about how heavy it was. Wow, and much bigger, and just how intricate all the little circles are, and it was really very beautiful. It was difficult to imagine what it was going to be like, but it really feels very special and really lovely work of art. It's quite smooth. I suppose it would be like running your hand across a colander or a sieve or something like that with all the little holes. It's not so heavy that it takes a lot of effort, although when I was running with it I kept having to swap hands because it did feel a bit achy. I've used my torch a few times since in the local press and had my picture and my name in, so a few organisations have asked if they can borrow it. So my kids' local hockey club had it for their open day, and it was their big sort of advertising, come and hold the torch. So loads of people had the opportunity to use it and have the picture taken with it, which was really nice. And my sister-in-law's just borrowed the torch for her school Christmas nativity play. They somehow managed to draw it in, which was just fantastic. So I'm hoping that, I know at the moment it's still very at the forefront of people's minds, the Olympics, but it would be nice to think that it is used for odd things, and my son's going to use it for the sports day to present as a sort of mini trophy. So I'm hoping that it just can go on and be used, and as many people can hold it, because although it will end up in the spare room, probably under the bed for most of the time, it's nice to bring it out every now and then and let people use it, and that's another reason for getting it. I think this summer has really been quite an incredible summer for Britain. First of all, we had the wedding, then we had the Jubilee, and then of course the Olympics, and I think it was just this massive build-up of feel-good factor for this country. It really made everybody come together. Strangers spoke to each other. I know I've read about people in London having great sort of communications, people talking on the tube and this feel-good factor, but I think it's spread throughout the country, and I think it really brought communities together. People spoke to their neighbours that maybe wouldn't have done before, and it lasted and had a sort of longer lasting positive feeling for the whole country. On the day, I felt really very special and very privileged to have been nominated and been allowed to run with it. It was just one of the most fantastic 10-15 minutes of my life. And the closing ceremony, when I watched the flames go out, I just thought, wow, I held that flame for a second or a few minutes, and that just felt sort of mind-blowing, really. Yeah, very pleased and very proud to have been asked to do it and been part of it.